Hello, everyone. Welcome to the One Conscious Love Network. I'm here with Sonya. Sonya and I met in the BC Women's in Business, a group that I love, and it's full of beautiful souls, exactly like you, Sonya. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everyone how is it that you shed your light in the world?
Yeah, so I'm actually an entrepreneur, and that's kind of how I came across the BC Woman in Business. And I own my own homeopathic clinic. So I'm a specialist in homeopathy, and I've been doing that now for 16 years, and I'm working from home. So my business is called Little Mountain Homeopathy, and it's in the Little Mountain area. And for those of you guys that don't know, Queen Elizabeth Park in Vancouver is called Little Mountain. So I thought, oh, this is kind of a cute little name, and
Yeah,
yeah, so I'm around Queen Elizabeth Park area, around 41st and Main, and I've worked from home this whole time. So I'm very much kind of I guess in my own little bubble and helping people and got my space here in my house and so that's about it for me.
that's beautiful. I really enjoyed my homeopathic classes at university. What led you down this path? What kind of took you down this path for you?
Yeah, well, actually, it was my own healing story. I had just had about now 20 years ago had my second child. So I was a little, I would say a little bit depleted, maybe. I'd had two kids kind of close together, 17 months apart, and was kind of in full baby mode. And then around that time as well, started getting these allergies that kind of popped up from nowhere. And I wasn't really sure what was going on. I went to all the regular doctors and I did my duty with the regular medical system, but no one it really gave me a lot of answers as to why these allergies, like food allergy kind of things, hives and different
Mhm.
reactions were popping up. And then I was getting fatigue as well and different things that really impacted how I could take care of my kids. So yeah, anyway, through word of mouth, I heard about a homeopath who was in my area that was practicing and went to see her. And she also ended up being the administrator of the homeopathic school here. So I soon enrolled in this school and away I went. Yeah, just kind of really discovered my path through that and really resonated with me since then.
That's so beautiful. I love that. And for those that are watching that are not familiar with homeopathy, how would you describe it to someone that's new, that doesn't know the field?
Yeah, like I would just say there's a couple basic principles to keep in mind. So, homeopathy actually just means similar medicine. So, it's a like treats like. So, something that causes symptoms in a healthy person. So, one of our remedies or medications could cause, for example, fever or fever like symptoms in a healthy person, actually would cure fever. So, it's that principle of fighting fire with fire. The other thing is we use the minimal dose. So our all of our remedies, which are usually made from a plant or mineral substance, something in the natural world, they are ultra diluted, meaning that they are super, super. Now, people think weak, but it doesn't necessarily mean that with homeopathy. All it means is gentle, but they're still effective. So those are kind of the two main things, and also that it's out of Europe. So it's something that's a system of medication that's a few hundred years old. So it's not something new or untested, but it does have a lot of ancient knowledge behind it.
And I know it's becoming really popular with pets as well. Do you work with pets as well?
I have to be a little bit careful with pets because there are quite a few regulations around that. So there are some homeopathic vets that help out pets, or you can help them out yourself at home. But Yeah, officially it's there's a bit of some strange regulations around that. But
Interesting.
yeah, I have actually helped my own cats when
Mm,
it comes to homeopathy, and it's quite effective for different things, especially wound healing, injuries that they might get. You can actually use homeopathic remedies on the animals, and because the remedies are given via sugar pellets, it's very easy to give those to pets.
very easy to convince them to take it. Same with children, right? You're not trying to force something down there like, oh, yes.
Yeah, kids as well. Just get it anywhere in their mouth. For pets, you can rub it on their gums. So just put it
Mm.
a few pellets in there and rub it on their gums. And same for kids, just kind of drop a couple pellets in their mouth.
What are the common ailments that people come to you for that you've really mastered and recovering from?
Yeah, like for me, I do end up seeing a lot of women and children. So I've done a lot of for kids, lots of stuff around treating the immune system, colds and coughs. You know, this time of year, I would say there's a lot of that. And for women, I would say lots around hormonal health,
Right.
menopause, different hormonal balancing. Um, you know, I myself, I would say a lot of the allergies, I would say stemmed from some hormonal stuff that had to be corrected with homeopathy. So yeah, those are the things that I commonly am helping, things around thyroid as well. But yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
limitless when it comes to homeopathy.
Yes, totally, right? There's definitely a need for it. And I love how gentle it is that it's not yet another antibiotics or a drug that has a bazillion side effects.
Yeah, and I tend to get a lot of sensitive people, people that can't handle a lot of herbal medications as well. You know, some supplements do tend to be a bit harsh for some people, although they can be very effective. But with homeopathy, you don't have to worry about someone who's ultra sensitive to different things around them because it's so gentle.
Yeah. Or even like an iron supplement has so much side effect, right? So it's
Yeah,
small things sometimes, right?
there's actually a homeopathic iron supplement that people can take. So yeah, little things like that. There are ways around people who react to different
Yeah,
vitamins.
that's beautiful. And so you work in person, you work online as well. Like how are people that are watching right now that are in the States or in Europe can work with you?
Yeah, so I do a lot of Zoom these days. I would say there was a little bit of a shift since COVID towards
Yeah.
Zoom. So yeah, now I'm working with a lot of people in the United States. They're taking advantage of our Canadian dollar, so
Yes.
they can get cheap consultations. And same with Europe. I've got a few clients in Europe as well. So with Europe, it's actually even easier because they really believe in homeopathy and they know that
Right.
it works and they use it in their society. So getting homeopathic remedies in Europe is super easy. You can just go to any pharmacy, any store nearby and get these remedies. In the US, there's places to order them from as
Yeah.
well, but it's not quite as readily available.
Now, hopefully will be more and more as the world continues to evolve and continues to awaken to other ways to heal, right?
Yeah, and there's still places like you might be familiar with Finlandia Pharmacy here in Vancouver. They've got
Yes,
lots of homeopathic remedies. So there are stores here that support the homeopathics.
for sure, for sure. Lovely. We'll put all your links in the comments, but is there anything else you wanted to share with everyone watching?
No, I just I think wanted to share that right now I'm, you know, if people are interested in learning more about using homeopathy to boost their immune system, I've got some good information on my website, my blog about how to use those because a lot of people are not familiar with that as well. I've got a little cold and flu kit that I've got on my site for sale and offer some workshops as well. So if people want to reach out about that, I'm open to that. But so I can put my website in the chat, or how does
Yes.
that?
We'll put it in the YouTube and on the group as well to make sure it's easy for those watching. They can find it easily. So it'll be just below this interview. That's great. Yeah, definitely cold and flu season for sure. It's a good time for
Around
that.
now, I would say it's a little bit, that's kind of the thing that's
Yes,
happening. And
absolutely.
hopefully people can get through that with all the different tools that they have.
Yes, and it's so nice to have something gentle like this that's not, well, full of side effects and also just really sometimes really addictive cold and flu medication. It's not that safe to use depending on what the situation is, right?
Yeah, and in moderate amounts, I think Tylenol and ibuprofen could be okay, but I know, we've been hearing a lot about the side effects and potential damages. So why not look to something like homeopathy, which, in the everyday, I would say most times you can use that to avoid going to something stronger like Tylenol or ibuprofen.
Absolutely. Oh, that's beautiful. I always ask everyone, what is one conscious love to you?
I think, for me, like connecting into the whole, so we all have one consciousness, and if we can kind of look to the higher good, or, there are, I would say, like, whatever higher realms of truth. So yeah, I would say it's maybe truth would be the number one word for me when I think of one conscious.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here, Sonya. It's a pleasure to get to know you better. I look forward to having you again on the One Conscious Love Network for sure.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate the invitation and you taking the time.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you soon.